This first one's called the floor press. We're going to do 15 reps and 3 sets of these. To start off, lie on the floor and have your elbows bent at 90 degrees with your wrists facing towards each other. You're going to have the dumbbells in your hands, and what we can do is push away from you so they're directly 90 degrees from the floor and raise back down. Make sure you keep your elbows by your sides at all times. Make sure you engage your core all the way through to help stabilise your body. The second one is called the one arm bent over row. We're going to do 15 reps and 3 sets. Make sure you do 15 reps on each side, that's your left and your right. You're going to start off holding the dumbbell and have your legs at half an inch apart. You want to have the front one bent and have your hips angled at 45 degrees to the floor. Have the weight in the arm that is within the open leg, which is your leg open backwards. And once you bend over, you're going to pull the weight straight up and then back down. So that's 15 reps on each side. Ready? Make sure you're taking no pain in your lower back through all this, and you're taking it all into your abs, engaging the core all the way through. Now let's move on to the left side. This next one is called the get up, sit up. You're going to start off by laying on the floor with your arm 90 degrees to the floor, holding a dumbbell in your hands. You can even get another dumbbell and secure it in between your ankles to help keep your legs down. If you've got somebody there with you, they can hold your feet. You're going to perform a basic sit up, keeping the dumbbell always above your head. And then lay back down, returning to normal. We can do 5 reps of these on each side and 2 sets. Should we start with the left? That's 5. Now move on to the right hand side. Don't forget to keep breathing and make sure to engage your core all the way through this to make it easier. Putting your belly button down back towards the spine. You don't do lower back, you've got like a little gap there.
Yeah.
And you do it on the floor at the part anyways. Look at that shows when you're sweaty.
Oh yeah. Oh.
For this exercise, you need the dumbbells on the floor in front of you. Have them in your hands and get yourself into a press up position. You're going to perform a press up, pushing yourself back up, and as you do, you're going to rip your right arm up towards your side with the dumbbell and place back down. Back down for another press up, push back up, and your left side comes up. You want to do 10 of these all together, so that's 5 with your right arm and 5 with your left arm. We can do 2 sets of these overall. When ready? You're going to have to shift your weight side to side just to make sure you can get the balance to lift the weight up properly. If not, you could tumble over. How many sets of those? This next one's called the goblet squat. You're going to take a stance that's slightly wider than your shoulders. You're going to take the dumbbell by the weighted end and hold it by your chest. Make sure your toes are pointed 45 degrees outwards. You're going to perform a squat, keeping your back straight, and then come straight back up. We're going to do 15 reps and 3 sets of these. Remember the importance of engaging your core all the way through to help stabilise your body as you perform the actions. This next one is called the one-arm press. We're going to do 15 reps of these and 3 sets. Start off with your feet about hip width apart. Have the dumbbell by your hand. You want it about shoulder height, arm close to side as possible. You're going to push the weight straight up into the air and then come straight back down. Make sure you hold your core for this for your stabilisers. Make sure you take no pain in your lower back. If you do, stop straight away. 15 reps, let's go. That's 5. Don't forget to breathe. And you must do 15 reps on each side, on each arm, left and right, before you can go on to the next set. Then we're going to the right side. Always remember to constantly breathe while doing these exercises and try to think about the muscles you're working. This next one is called the one-arm press. We're going to do 15 reps of these and 3 sets. Start off with your feet about hip width apart. Have the dumbbell by your hand. You want it about shoulder height, arm close to side as possible. You're going to push the weight straight up into the air and then come straight back down. Make sure you hold your core for this for your stabilisers. Make sure you take no pain in your lower back. If you do, stop straight away. 15 reps, let's go. That's 5. Don't forget to breathe. And you must just do 15 reps on each sides, on each arm, left and right, before you can go on to the next set. Then we're going to the right side. Always remember to constantly breathe while doing these exercises and try to think about the muscles you're working. This one's called a single leg deadlift. Start off by having two dumbbells in front of you. You're going to take balance onto one foot, starting with your right. You're going to lean over, taking the weights in your hands, and then lifting back up. That's one repetition. Go back down, do not place the weights back on the floor, come straight back up. That's two. We're doing 8 reps of these on each side, your left and your right, and then 2 sets overall. So we start with the right leg, take balance, lean over at the hips, get the weights, make sure you keep your bottom leg always bent and never fully locked, come back up. That's 2. This is great for core stabilisation because your entire core muscles, your transverse and rectus abdominis, while internal and silhouette obliques are all working together at the same time to try and keep your body in line and balance as you perform the exercise. Now move on to the left leg. That's 1. That's 2. Two more. That's 7. That's it. That's 1 set done. This next one's called the one arm swing. You're going to start off by taking a slightly wider than shoulder width stance, with your feet pointing out 45 degrees. You're going to bend your knees, keeping your back straight, going down to grab the weight. Then from here, you're going to expose your lift up to eye level, and then come back down. Then go up, and come back down. You're doing 15 reps of these on each side, your right arm, your left arm. Take a break, and then do another set. When you're ready. Make sure you keep your back straight at all times for this exercise, just for your safety. Engage your core to help stabilise yourself. And try to squat as deep as you can each time to get most workout of this workout. Next arm. This next move is called the scapular isolation. You want to take the dumbbells in both hands, making sure the wrists are facing towards each other, and have them above you so they're 90 degrees to the floor. What we want to do is keep your back on the floor. You want to push your arms away from you as far as possible, then retract back in. This is to work our straightest anterior to help push, keep our back straight. Oh, fuck. Shoulder blade, that's what it's called. Shoulder blade.
Just like
This next one's called the scapular isolation. You're going to start off with the dumbbells in your hands while you're laying on the floor. Make sure your elbows are by your sides. You're going to push them straight above you so your arms are 90 degrees to the floor. What you want to do is keep your back on the floor, but extend your arms away from you as far as possible, and then retract them back down to the floor. Make sure you keep your shoulder blades down and have your back straight at all times. This is to work your straightest anterior to help with your shoulder blades and correct good posture. We're going to do 15 reps of these and 3 sets. When you're ready? This final one's called the Turkish get up. You're going to start off by laying on the floor, have the dumbbell in your hands, close your chest, and then raise it so it's 90 degrees to the floor. From here, you want to perform a sit-up, come to sitting. Stabilise yourself with your hand. Bend your right knee. You want to tuck your left leg through so you come to kneeling. And then come to standing. Make sure the weight is always above your head at all times and it does not wobble bounce. Then you want to go back down in the same order, go down to one knee. Stabilise yourself, put a leg through, straighten the legs and go back down. That's one repetition. You're going to do 4 more of these. That's 2. Don't forget to keep breathing as you go through and engage your core all the time. Last one on this side. And move on to our left side. Same procedure. And back down on your knee, stabilise yourself, leg comes through, and back down to the floor. It's up for 3. So you need 2 more. That's it, last one. Push through, come standing.